Okay, John, so I'm going to go over each one of your scores for the 4 assessments that you took. If you have any questions at any point, let me know and we can slow down and talk about them a little bit farther. So the first one is the Beck Depression Inventory, also known as the BDIII. So it's a 21-item self-reporting questionnaire that's used to evaluate the severity of one's depression. So this tool is used to assess the frequency of one's symptoms of depression over a 2-week period by utilizing a 4-point scale. The next assessment that you took was the Beck Hopelessness Scale. This one consisted of 20 true-false questions to examine your thoughts and beliefs regarding your future. This one can also be known as the BHS. And then another assessment that you took was the Beck Scale for Suicide Ideation. This one is a 21-item self-reporting questionnaire used to identify the presence and severity of suicidal ideation. This tool is used to assess one's suicidal plans, ideation towards suicide, and the level of openness to sharing one's suicidal thoughts. This one's also known as the BSI. And then the last tool that we used was the Beck Anxiety Inventory, and this is a 21-item self-reporting questionnaire that assesses the severity of one's anxiety. So this tool addresses both cognitive and physiological components of anxiety. It is also known as the BIA. So I want to go over your scores for the Beck Depression Inventory first. So you had a raw score of 32, which means your depression falls in the severe range. This one I wanted to talk to you a little bit more and see if maybe there was some confusion in your answer. So you responded yes to you would kill yourself if you had a chance. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about that, because when we were taking the assessment, the Beck Scale for Suicidal Ideation, you only had a raw score of 2, which means we couldn't diagnose anything in that category, and you denied current thoughts of suicidal ideation. So I just kind of wanted some clarification in that area. And then the other assessment was the Beck Hopelessness Scale. You had a raw score of 13, which falls in the moderate category. And then in the Beck Anxiety Inventory, you had a raw score of 18, which falls in the moderate category. So overall, it can be concluded that you have elevated levels of depression, hopelessness, and anxiety. When I was going through your scores, it saw that you struggle with seeing and planning a future, and you're having really negative thoughts toward yourself and just an overall outlook on life. It appears that you believe your future is dark and you have loss of interest in current activities and tasks that you once found interest in, and you are experiencing disappointment in yourself and the life around you. So I wanted to talk a little bit more and see, where we go from here, if you have any questions with your scores or anything.